Here again, McMaster University. A little different setup than I normally do. We're at the University Club on campus. As you can see, I'm masked up. Everybody behind is masked up. We're going to do a quick recipe here. You can follow at home. I'm going to do a vegan version, and it's going to be jambalaya. I'm going to do a vegan version of this, but I can also speak if you don't want the vegan version. You can obviously use real sausage, real chicken, shrimp, and not do the vegan. If you like, same kind of process, you're just adding more items. So what we're doing is, I have a pot on it, right? So let's just go back a touch. Jambalaya is it's a New Orleans deal. Okay, obviously we're looking at rice, spicy sausage. We're looking at Cajun seasoning, beans, peppers, onions, okra, which is great. Some people like, some people don't like. They don't like when you cut the inside, it's like almost like aloe vera, kind of like jelly that comes out. Great product. Garlic, okay. Rice, spices, all that good stuff. So that's a big deal in New Orleans to have this in those areas. So I'm going to do the vegan version of this. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with the pot. It's on, it's warm, I've had it warm. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it. What we're going to do is we're going to, and I'll show you, I've cut this is again the plant-based sausage. So I've cut this up into pieces. I'm going to add it to the pot, okay? And what we're doing, all we're going to do is we're going to add some color to it, right? We're going to add a little bit of color, a bit of love to it, right? Then we're going to remove it. We remove this off to the side, onto a small dish or a pan or a bowl if you're at home. Then we're going to add the rest. We'll go step by step with this, okay? So again, if you're doing actual meat sausage, actual chicken or shrimp or something, you could do this with cut your sausage up, add it just like I'm doing now with the plant-based. You then would add your chicken. Again, all you want to do is get some color, because it's going to cook with the rice when we add the liquid, the tomatoes, all that stuff. So you can add your sausage in, your pieces of chicken if you'd like, and then we'll remove them, which I'll show you. You can add your shrimp if you want. Quick touch, remove it. Don't cook it all the way, the shrimp. You don't want to overcook them. Okay, and then I'll show you how we bring it all back. So I'm kind of explaining the full version, and then what I'm doing obviously is the plant-based version, okay? So I'm just going to slightly brown that. I'm going to add just a pinch. Not all, just a pinch of Cajun seasoning, just to get it on the sausage, okay? Just a pinch. I didn't use all of it, because I'll add that to the rice later, okay? So you can see there, I'm just getting a little bit of color, a little bit of love, right? So in the pan I have oil, I got the sausage, and I have the spice, okay? So I just want a little bit of color, like I keep repeating, a little bit of color. Cooking is patience, it's not stressful, it doesn't need to be stressful. If you're organized, you're laughing, okay? Organization is key here, right? Get your stuff, your mise en place, we call it, your prep done ahead of time. Have your onions cut, your peppers cut, some celery, your garlic, have it all done and ready, right? If you'd like. A little bit more organization, less stress, right? So you can see, we got a little bit of love going there, okay? A little bit of that. So what you do, again, if you're using the full meat, a little bit of color, remove it. You can add some chicken, sear it, get some color, remove it, okay? If you're adding shrimp, just in, out, off to the side. Then we'll add it all back in, right? Very straightforward. So I'm going to remove this, okay? And then we'll go to the next step, right? So I'm just removing this. We'll do it here. Remove it from the pan, okay? All good, all good, all good. Just like such. I'm using one pan, okay? We're not getting multiple pots and pans going, one pan, right? So I got a little bit of the juices from the sausage. I add a little bit more oil because we're now going to cook our vegetables, okay? So here you can see I have them done, like I mentioned, ahead of time. Cut your peppers, celery, onions, okay? I just dice them up, as you can see, right? Like such. And we're going to add them in. So my onions are going in. My celery's going in, and peppers. If you don't have red and green, if you just have yellow or red, it's fine, okay? We do this for color. All right? So what we're doing here, I've added those, and what we're doing, you want to bring the flavor out. We call it sweating. You don't want any color on them. Sweating, S-W-E-A-T, like in the gym, you sweat. Same idea. We want to bring these flavors out of the vegetables, okay? I'm just turning my temperature up a bit. Alright. Again, a little different setting than what we're used to doing with the backgrounds and all that. Just a little twist, a little something different, right? So we're going to sweat this for about 2-3 minutes. This is kind of get some softening on the vegetables, okay? Then we're going to add the garlic, right? So I got the garlic ready, minced up garlic. Straightforward. We'll add bay leaf, we'll add our rice, we'll add our spices, stir it all in, we'll add the tomatoes, the beans, veg stock, or water, or if you're using full chicken, full sausage like that, you can add chicken stock if you want, if you have it. Right? You can see here, we're going, right? All good. Okay. I'm adding garlic now. Right? You don't want to add your garlic too early. If you burn your garlic, it goes bitter. Not good. Not good at all. So keep an eye on that, okay? You don't want to burn your garlic. Super duper duper important on that one. We're going to let that go for a couple seconds. Then we're going to add our rice. Then we're going to add our tomatoes, our beans, our spices, okay? All that good stuff. Then we add our liquid. Then we let it cook for about 20 minutes until the rice is cooked. On a medium heat to low. We don't want it on high, okay? And then we'll come back and we go to plate. So it's not an overly hard dish at all. Okay? So I'm adding rice now. Okay, my rice is in. I stir it up. As you can see, all good. Rice, vegetables. Now I'm adding all my spices, okay? All the spices go in. Bay leaf goes in. I'm adding my tomatoes, okay? These are just crushed tomatoes. All good. Crushed tomatoes are in. I'm going to add my beans, right? Straightforward. These are just kidney beans. You can use whatever beans you like, right? They're canned beans. They're not raw. Okay, it's a canned bean. And we're just going to stir this up. Okay? So it looks like this. It looks really good, guys. The smell, you can't smell it. It's not smell TV, right? But this is good. Okay? What else do I have? Okra. Okra goes in. Right? I just cut those up. You can leave them whole. You can cut them up. So look, you can see, you can feel the little bit of the gel coming out of them. Right? Then you can add your stock, water, whatever you're using. That goes in. Okay? We're going to stir this up. Like, look how easy and quick that was. Now we're going to let this cook because we need to cook the rice. Okay? All the flavors are involved here. If you go online, there are so many recipes for jambalaya. It's crazy stuff. Okay? So I'm stirring this up. I'm going to let this cook now. Right? Again, now I'm adding my meat. Okay? So now you would add your sausage, your chicken, if that's what you're doing. If you're adding your shrimp in, if you have shrimp, you can add that in. Okay? Just like such. And I'll show you this. I'm just mixing it up. As you can see, vegetables, sausage, garlic, spices, bay leaf, rice, right? My stock, and we're going. Now what we need to do, we're going to cover this, and we're going to let it cook. About 20 minutes, just until the rice is cooked. Keep an eye on your ratio of your liquid to your rice. Make sure you've added enough liquid, okay? The recipe you follow is great. Just keep an eye on, don't shorten anything like that, because maybe the rice isn't fully cooked, maybe you have too much liquid, something to keep an eye on, okay? So we're just going to let this simmer until we cook it. I'm going to cover it, and we're going to cook it about 20 minutes, okay? So 20 minutes have passed, here we are. Rice is cooked, everything, you can see here, everything is cooked, okay? Same idea. If you're doing the chicken, check your chicken, make sure it's cooked. It should be small diced pieces, should be done. Right? Sausage, check your sausage, should be done. You've cooked it for 20 minutes, all these flavors, okay? Then what we do, we just go plate up, right? So I'll put this here so you can see, okay? Like such. And then, all we do is you plate it up in a bowl. So jambalaya, peppers, onions. Again, this is vegan, so we're going plant-based sausage, okay, the beans, so you got lots of protein, obviously in the sausage as well. Peppers, okay, all good stuff, like such, right? Then what we can do, if you want, you can put some a little bit of green onions on it. You can put cilantro on it if you like. Okay, straightforward dish, really. You do the mise en place ahead of time, the prep ahead of time, 20 minutes cooking, let's say 25 total with the rice and then sweating all the vegetables and stuff, and your sausage and stuff like that, chicken and shrimp if you're using it. So pretty straightforward dish, just like such, okay? All good? Jambalaya, straightforward. Remember, cooking, patience, no need to stress.